Hello, my beautiful friend. Welcome to Ailia Tarot. My name is Ailia. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much and welcome back. Today's reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign in Gemini, or if you have strong placements in your third house. We're going to see what you need to know now in love. And please be sure to check all three signs to get a more comprehensive view of what's going on for you right now. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and the united love of the cosmic consciousness. Thank you for helping me see clearly and speak truthfully the messages meant to come through today. This is going to be for Gemini in the month of October, year 2025. Gemini, October 2025 in love. Broken heart. Oh no. Tell me more. Tell me more. Microphone. Crew. And master. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that you're going to be speaking out about something. You're going to be speaking out about something that had let you down or had hurt you or caused emotional pain. You're finding the strength to communicate and to speak your truth in a situation. And in doing that, you're going to be forming alliances. You're going to be forming partnerships. You're going to be working together with people in order to master a skill. So for Geminis, it's possible that you have had really painful experiences with love in the past, that you've been going through a period of sadness and grief, and you've been letting yourself mourn, and now in the month of October, you're going to be expressing everything that you've been going through. It's like you're going to share what it is that you have learned during this time, and in doing so, you're going to find that there's a community waiting for you. And in doing so, you're going to start with this master card. It's like you're going to start learning how to master yourself. You're going to learn how to overcome these challenges that you have experienced in the past. You're going to learn how to conquer your sense and mastery of self during this time. We have grapes at the bottom of the deck, which is about abundance, bearing fruit, merriment, wealth, enjoying the fruits of your labor. So you're going to realize in this month that what had hurt you was here to help you grow stronger. And of course, when we're going through pain, it never feels like that. But it's through these pains that we're able to grow a certain sense of self and strength that we wouldn't have had to do otherwise. We also have fine print here, looking closer, paying attention, dive deep, and corset, held together, restriction, prim and proper, following rules. So once you start speaking on your experiences and you start attracting a community to help you see through the pain that you've experienced in the past, you're going to be better at looking more closely at the people around you. It's like you're going to be better at vetting people. You're going to be better at recognizing and maintaining your boundaries. And you're going to be paying more attention, seeing the hidden information between what people are telling you, reading between the lines of what people are saying. And I'm hearing you're going to be able to like put everything where it needs to be, like putting everything in the right place. Spilled milk, Dear John, and library. Yeah, with spilled milk, don't sweat the small stuff and leave it in the past. Dear John reminds me of it like brings me back to the broken heart card, setting boundaries, breaking up, the end, cutting cords, final words. It's like you've had to go through the challenge of really separating yourself from what was no longer working for you. Whether you actually wrote a letter to someone or if you just wrote a letter to yourself, I'm also hearing it will be a good idea to write a letter to yourself so that you can fully acknowledge the experience you went through in the past so that you don't have to repeat the same cycles. Leaving the past in the past, knowing that things cannot actually be changed. Like you can't change people, but you can change yourself. You can change what you decide you're going to accept or put up with. And then with the library card, we have learning, information, looking beneath the surface. So again, we're talking about looking under the surface here, reading between the lines, looking between the surface. You're mastering something about yourself. You know, you're gathering information, you're deepening your knowledge, and I hear that you're doing research into like whatever it is that you are wanting to learn during this time. If we're talking about love, maybe you're doing research into what healthy relationships look like, or you know, how to maintain and honor your own boundaries even in relationships. Because with the corset card, there's also people pleaser, and that could be a narrative that was coming up in the past where you let yourself come last because you felt like you needed to make everybody else happy. And so with setting boundaries and restrictions, it's you doing the research you need to do and you gaining more wisdom, more knowledge when it comes to the boundaries of a healthy, respectful relationship. Is there anything else? Okay, so we have the baby card. And I'm hearing that this all ties back to deep wounds from childhood. There's something about what you experienced when you were younger that has caused you to present yourself a certain way to people. But with the baby card, it's also talking about new beginnings. And it's this energy of purity and unlimited potential. So when you are doing all these things and you're mastering your sense of self, understand that what you are attracting, this new beginning that you are attracting, has unlimited potential, which means you have the power to completely shift your life into something new. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't let the things of the past weigh you down or cause you to think that this is all that you are worthy of. Write this letter to yourself, cutting cords, setting an intention that you will only accept a certain type of connection and a certain type of relationship, and that you are worthy of that. You are allowed to have whatever type of love you desire. And part of the reason why you want to do this work of healing your heartbreak and talking to people and finding common ground with other people is that you don't repeat the same mistakes. If you don't heal these wounds, you're more likely to repeat them again. So it would really serve you to take this time to really heal the wounds from this heartbreak that you have experienced. Surrender and let go of the things that do not serve you anymore. Learn how to set your boundaries and learn how to look beyond the superficial layer when you meet somebody. And all of this can really serve you when it comes to the new beginnings that you desire to create for yourself. What guidance can I give Gemini during this time? Gemini, you're an air sign. You're meant to verbalize and communicate with people. And Geminis tend to be very social creatures as well. So I think that it'll be very good for you to start building and attracting a community. Yeah, with the Six of Pentacles, start giving and taking, that's giving and taking. Giving and receiving is what I'm hearing right now. When you share your experience with others, others are likely to share their experiences with you. And this is how we can learn from each other. And this is how we can build a community together. Because you deserve so much more than breadcrumbs. You deserve so much more than feeling let down and holding on to emotional pain and feeling devastated with a situation that cannot be changed. So let it go. It might feel like a big deal right now, but after a while, it's gonna feel like it's gonna look so small compared to the beautiful things that are coming your way with the Star and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like when you go through this healing, you're going to be able to attract so much abundance, so much energy. When you stop putting energy into a person that is not feeding you, and you start putting that energy back into yourself, you'll really start to see how it builds you up and brings you into your own personal Garden of Eden. With the Star card too, this is about vulnerability, and that's coming up in the Baby card as well. Allowing yourself to be vulnerable, which means sharing your truth, sharing your experiences. Allowing yourself to open and receive. Are there any more messages for Gemini for the month of October? That might be it with the Tarot. Okay. Oh, maybe not. 9 of Swords, 6 of Wands. Wow, yeah. 6 of Wands is talking about mastery. Mastering over the heartache that you've experienced. Mastery over this, what seems like a never-ending nightmare. See, we have 9 of Swords, and it's like this emotional turmoil that is out of control. But when you heal, you have this 9 of Pentacles instead, and this is your mind working for you instead of working against you. This is your mind helping you bring in abundance, bring in healing, rather than weighing you down and causing you distress. Yeah. We have a lot of 6s and a lot of 9s here. I don't know if that represents anything for you. We have 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords. Let's see if there's guidance from the Animal Apothecary deck that I can share with you today. You face your fear. Perfection. Action leads to success. So face your fear and perfection. I know they're not the same bird, but I almost see this as like the ostrich sticking his head into the sand because it is scared of what's going on around it. And this is the head in the sand. When you're in there thinking you can run away from it, it's actually forcing you to look deeper into it. It's forcing you to look into the shadow. And taking these kinds of action is what is going to lead you to success. Oh, you know, I read this as perfection, but it's perception. So maybe there could be something here about this never-ending quest for perfection that you are facing, Gemini. And maybe your fear is that you're never going to be perfect. And so facing that is acknowledging that perfection is not the goal. And by shifting your perception of what the goal is, or what it is that you are meant to put out in this world, will really help you during this time. I'm feeling guided to read what is written about face your fear. Okay. So face your fear has the crow attached to it. It is through facing the fear that the animals in the forest are able to escape and survive. Crow isn't just calling at you to face your fears, he's asking you to do something with the energy that comes from those fears. Crow is the master alchemist. Alchemy was the practice of transmutation, turning base metals such as lead into a more valuable metal like gold. We can apply the principle of alchemy to our psychological development. Think about the power your pain holds. What if you could take the energy of all your trauma, fear, worry, and doubts and turn it into your greatest asset? Crow says you can turn the energy of pain into your shining light. The idea isn't to escape what you are dealing with, but instead face it and then change how you are dealing with it. This is where the shift begins. Crow's medicine to transmute energy is also your birthright. Take action and transmute your energy, which really reflects on the action leads to success card here. And so Crow's energy is such a strong confirmation of the reading today. When you're dealing with this feeling of a broken heart, rather than wallowing in that pain or feeling like there's nothing you can do to change it, own your self-mastery and allow yourself to really honor these feelings that you feel and to do something about it. Share this experience with people, attract your community, do the research that you need to do in order to strengthen your sense of self and learn how to honor your own boundaries. You will be able to powerfully shift your perception of what has been into this crystalline diamond sense of self that is going to really put you into your season of abundance. I hope this reading has helped you. If this reading resonated with you and you stayed all the way until the end, enter "action leads to success" in the comment section box below. If this reading resonated with you, please kindly like this video and consider subscribing to this channel. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.